All right, y'all, welcome back to my YouTube. Thank you all to those of you who have subscribed, who watched my last video, who liked my last video, who have been keeping up with me on Instagram, giving me your guys' suggestions and requests. Speaking of suggestions and requests, last week I did a little poll questionnaire thing on my Instagram stories to ask you guys what you guys wanted to see for Valentine's Day. If you guys wanted more of an outfit inspiration for Valentine's Day, or if you guys were looking for more makeup looks. And it was priceless because makeup looks started going up, and I'm like, oh, okay, I guess we're doing makeup. And then we did more outfits, and then it just kept going up and up. And you guys were basically, I think it ended up being like 54 to 46%. So what I decided to do is I'm going to be doing both makeup inspiration video and an outfit inspiration video. This is the makeup inspiration video. So I did two looks. One is a little bit more all over pink with a highlighted eye, kind of more all over pink vibes. A little bit more of a light pink lip, very pink based. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you have any other requests, ideas that you want. For those of you who aren't following me, you can follow me on Instagram at Lina Marcela with a double A altogether. And if you haven't already, go ahead and like and subscribe so that you can keep up with the videos. Like I said, all the nonsense that you can handle. I will be doing more outfit videos. I have a haul that I want to film for you guys. And I have a lot of different ideas of things that we could do. So if you have any requests or anything like that, you guys can go ahead and comment on the section down below or on Instagram. I'm there all the time and I'm asking you guys a lot of questions. So go ahead and let me know. And after this very long-winded intro, let's get to the video. So first off, I like to start with my eyebrows. I'm just filling it in with the Clinique. I believe it's called the Slate Matte. It looks a little purple on there, but in reality, it ends up really fitting with my eyebrows. So I'm just filling that in any sparse places, especially because I have one eyebrow much hairier than the other. So my right eyebrow kind of works a little easier, and this left eyebrow I have to bring down my hair to fill in that little hole there. So I just do that and I fill it in my eyebrows, and I like to just brush through with the spoolie to help me see what I'm doing and kind of have an idea. Next up, I take concealer. I like to kind of clean up around my eyebrows just to make them pop a little bit more, shape them, and I'm a little sloppy, so I like to clean up with the concealer itself. I use the Maybelline Fit Me concealer in 20, which is, I believe it's called Sand. So I'm just cleaning up my eyebrows, and I'm putting on some concealer onto my eyelids just to start prepping for any eyeshadow and stuff that I'm going to wear. So I just really like to use that, even out my eyebrows a little bit, kind of fix the shape a bit. Up next, I'm taking this purple pinkish shade from the Morphe 35C palette, and I'm putting that mostly into my crease, a little messy, just kind of blending upward and downward. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I'm just putting that in there and building it up a little bit more towards the crease just to give some dimension there. As you can see, I'm not too concerned with it being perfect because we are going to come in with a NYX Jumbo Crayon in 625, and that is Sparkle Nude. And I'm just putting that all over my eyelid to provide a foundation for the next shade I'm going to put on top. It's going to be a highlight shade. So I'm coming in with the Mary Luminizer, and I'm just going to pack that on a brush and rub that all over my eyelid, just taking it around, even onto some of the pink, kind of transitioning through, but really just packing it on for shine. For foundation, I'm using Hard Candy's Glamouflage Full Coverage Foundation in shade 1508. Has an olive undertone, and I've really just been enjoying it. I'm going to use a flat top kabuki brush. I think this one's from Kiko Cosmetics, and I'm just pressing it into my skin and not really smearing, but I like to pounce it on everywhere to get good coverage, and I think it really leaves my skin looking great. So here I'm just using a black eyeliner from Wet n Wild, and I'm tightlining my top waterline and just using it halfway on my bottom lash line, and I'm just using this to provide a base for this purpley eyeshadow that I'm going to come in with from the 35C palette. I really love this color, and I love to just use it to diffuse, and here I'll actually bring in the eyeshadow a bit more towards my inner corner, and I'm also going to bring it around into the V of my eyeshadow. And this is just going to provide some depth without having to use too many different colors. And I'm just dragging up kind of the black and the purple that comes from the bottom lash line and using that to diffuse the whole look through the outer corner of my eye. So here I'm coming in with Clinique's Pink Slate eyeshadow, and I'm going to use this to highlight my brow bone and just lift up my eye, and also blend with that pink so it's not harsh lines. For concealer, I'm going to use these Maybelline concealers. This is number 25, and I'm going to use this one because it has a little bit of an orange undertone to color correct a little bit of the dark circle I have there. So I'm just using a little bit in the inner corner, and then I'm going to go in with shade 20, which is actually Sand Sable. And this I'm going to bring a little lower to highlight the inner parts of my face, and just bring some light and dimension back into my face so it's not so flat just with the foundation. I like to use a little just to blend it through, because whatever blends extends, so just use a little less than you really think you should. From that same Clinique palette, I'm using the Sunkissed bronzer, and I'm just going to use this to carve out my cheekbones a little bit. And even though this is not that dark, I've really been loving it because it gives me a nice little warmth without being too contoury. So I'm using it around my nose, around my jawline, carving out my cheekbones a little bit, and just going to press it upwards to create a nice blend when I come in with highlighter and the blush. Again, here I'm using the Mary Luminizer as a highlighter. I like to use highlighter under my blush just because I feel like it gives more of a glow from within, instead of like a Neapolitan ice cream highlight pink and bronzer. So I'm just going around my nose, highlighting on my upper lip. And for blush, I'm using an Ulta Beauty blush called Adore. And I really like it. It looks a little darker, but I feel like you can really build it. So I'm just going to use that as my blush, and then I'll actually come in with a powder brush and just blend that through. I feel like I went a little too intense on the middle of my face, so I'm just using a powder brush to brush that off. For mascara, I'm going to go in with Maybelline's The Rocket Volume Express Mascara in the color Black is Black. I really have liked this mascara. I've been using it for a while, and I feel like it really works for me. I really like plastic applicators because they help me spread my eyelashes. I do not have that many, so I really try and get them spread out and build my mascara. I also like to use this for my eyebrows, and this was actually something that Camila showed me. I used to use a NYX brow mascara or something like that, and it was just a little lighter than my brows and it didn't hold as well. So I've been using mascara lately, and I love it because this mascara holds my eyebrows up. It gives them that like fluffy look, which I've really been liking. And I have dark eyebrows to begin with, so it's not an issue for me to have black eyebrows. So I'm just going over my face with the highlight brush just to make sure I'm nice and popping. Next I'm going in with the NYX lipstick in Natural. It's a nice pink. And so I just kind of press that in there, and then I'm also going in with another NYX lipstick, which is $5.95, Strawberry Milk, and I just felt it was a little too pink for me. Looking at it now, it looks pretty nice, but I don't know, I'm just used to either eyes or lips. So then I've just been going over most of my lipsticks with the NYX Lingerie in the color Corset, and I've been using this all the time. It is too light for my lips just by itself, but I've been mixing it with everything, and I love it. And then I'm just finishing up my inner corners, making sure I'm nice and bright, bringing it down a little bit, and then in reality, that is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this Valentine's Day inspired look. If you did, go ahead and subscribe. That way you can keep up with all the things that I am posting. And you can also see a lot more on Instagram at Lina Marcela. That is it for today, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!